Hello there guys and welcome back to 100% Chelsea for my review of the Tottenham versus Chelsea game. And we won 2-1 and I literally cannot believe that. I literally cannot believe that. I mean, I got my prediction right, my being positive prediction, but I got it right. I cannot believe we won that game. Oh my sweet Jesus. Oh my God. So starting off with our lineup, we actually changed it up, which was good to see actually. We started off with a kind of 3-5-1-1 formation. So obviously Thibaut Courtois was in goal. Azpilicueta, Christensen and Rudiger, built the back three. Victor Moses obviously back from suspension and Marcos Alonso were the two wing backs. Bakayoko and Kante, Bakayoko was actually rushed back to playing that game. So, I got that right as well, that he started, that he would start. And to all of you saying, the manager confirmed that he wouldn't start, well, he did. So, I was right. Thank you. Kante obviously started as well. And Luis was the third man in that central midfield. And, that was kind of surprising that Bakayoko started and Luis played in midfield. At least that was surprising to me. And then, William basically played behind the striker. Morata obviously was the striker, got his first game. The bench was built by Pedro, Musonda, Kennedy, Batshuayi, Tomori, Scott, and obviously Caballero. Getting straight into the game, we actually started off quite well. First 5 to 10 minutes maybe, we actually, better team. Massive chance for Morata inside the first 5 minutes, like massive chance. He was completely free for a header just outside the 6-yard box and he just put it wide. He really should have scored that. He was lucky we won that game because if we didn't, a lot of people would have been very harsh on him for that miss. But after that, we have to admit Spurs took control without having any clear-cut chances, for the time being. And we were just looking to be solid at the back. Basically what I said in my preview that we should do. Just make sure we don't lose, make sure we don't concede. And then in the 24th minute, the beauty. That is Marcos Alonso stepped up for a free kick that David Luiz won after completely mugging off Dele Alli. Just 25 yards away from goal. William was stood there, David Luiz was stood there, and Alonso was stood there. Over last year, we got to know that Alonso can actually take a decent free kick. He even got close against Burnley, I think, once from a free kick. And he took it, and oh my God, he couldn't have taken it any better. The ball jumped perfectly. Lloris anticipated him going for the corner which was covered by the wall, and still he had no chance of getting to that. What a goal! What a goal! Absolutely unbelievable. I went absolutely ballistic, but incredible. But we know us, so at that point I was very happy that we scored, obviously. But calm it down. We were 1-0 up in the Community Shield against Arsenal, so we still lost that. And after that, we basically went straight back to just defending and Spurs being in control. 29th minute, I think Harry Kane, might have been someone else, forced a great save by Thibaut Courtois. In the 42nd minute, we got very, very lucky. Kane hit the post. We got very lucky there. Sloppy by Kante in midfield and Aspi as well, who got outdone by, I think, Dele Alli. So, we got very lucky there. Christensen and Luis got very close to blocking the shot, but he just, managed to put it in between them, basically. And after, basically, the last 5 to 10 minutes before the end of the first half, Spurs put on a lot of pressure. They were, and that pun was intended. They faced another good save by Courtois. They had corner after corner. And, it was very stressful to watch. But yeah, the first half was basically, we started well. Morata missed that early chance. Spurs started to dominate. Alonso scoring that beauty of a free kick. Spurs taking control again and coming closer and closer and closer, finding more and more space. So the end of the first half was very nerve-wracking. What I can show you is an average positioning table, picture, image, whatever, of our team in the first half. I don't have it of the whole game, but that was it in the first half, so you can kind of see how the 3-5-1-1 sort of played out, how it actually played out. But getting into the second half straight away, it basically started off like the first half ended. Corner after corner for Tottenham, they put pressure on, and it was just a bit annoying. And not a lot happened. They didn't have any major chances. We defended very well, and I have to give our defensive part of the team, actually the whole team, but the defensive, performance, I have to give them credit because that was good. In the 68th minute, Morata would have been completely through on goal if only William passed it to him. Instead, William had a very heavy touch after waiting too long with the pass to Morata, and he lost the ball. That wasn't great. In the 73rd minute, William almost made up for it when he hit the post with a very good strike from about 23, 25 yards out maybe. And after 78 minutes, You know, first 2 substitutions were made. Pedro came on for Willian, and Batshuayi came on for Morata. Well, good old Batshuayi. In the 82nd minute, Tottenham, well, no, Batshuayi scored the 1-1. It was an own goal by Batshuayi. That resulted from a free kick, which resulted from Michy Batshuayi himself miscontrolling the ball, which then led to a throw-in, that free kick from which the goal happened. You know, happened. Too many happens. Whatever. But you know what I mean. So, Batshuayi, sort yourself out. You can't be doing that. But what was he doing for the goal itself then? You know, not even just miscontrolling the ball, giving a throw-in away close to our, well, basically next to our box. But, you know, the free kick was played in and he literally turned around facing our goal and he put his head into the ball and he just put it in. Fair enough, Courtois' positioning wasn't the greatest. And don't blame me, if you think you're right, you're not. Because someone that knows a lot about, you know, goalkeeping told me. So, shut up. But, you know, what was he doing? Don't put your head into that. Everyone knows that's stupid. Don't do that. I mean, obviously, I didn't really look at who was behind him. If maybe behind him there would have been a Tottenham player, probably would have put it in anyway. I don't know that if that was the case. Probably changed my opinion about the situation a little bit. But I don't know about that at the moment. So, just like Batshuayi, come on, what are you doing? And he should be very thankful for what happened not long after that. Because in the 87th minute, Marcos Alonso turned out to be the absolute hero of human beings. Like, what a man! He's a left back, he's a left wing back, and he's scored 2 goals against Tottenham. Like I said, in the 87th minute, Luiz won the ball back in midfield, played it to Pedro, who then played Alonso through down the left-hand side, who then beat Lloris at his near post with a low-driven shot. Lloris really should have saved that. Really should have saved that. But as Conor McGregor would say, I just don't give a fuck. And don't judge the impression. I'm not pretending to be Irish. I just don't give a fuck, that line. Anyway, yeah, you really should have done better there, but it doesn't matter. 2-1, I went absolutely ballistic. Like, I was screaming around. If any of my neighbours heard me, they probably thought I was dying. But it was absolutely mental. Oh my God. And, you know, we held on for the rest of the game. 4 minutes of extra time. And, you know, Spurs clearly, you know, their confidence got knocked with that goal because nothing really happened after that. But yeah, coming to players that I really have to, you know, shout out, that stood out a lot for me. Obviously, Alonso. I mean, not just the 2 goals, he generally had a solid performance in my opinion. David Luiz in that CDM position, although he wasn't perfect, he committed a few too many fouls, not, you know, his passing wasn't inch perfect all the time. But he worked his ass off. So many crucial tackles. You know, his job to me looked like his main job was, as soon as Dele Alli or Christian Eriksen get the ball, his job was to just close them down as quickly as possible. So they don't have time to turn around, find Kane, find, you know, the other, if Ali had the ball, don't find Eriksen the other way around. Just like do that all the time, all game long. And he did it, and he did it really well. So, you know, shout out to him, definitely. Also, Andres Christensen, you know, obviously his first competitive start for Chelsea, is it? I'm not sure. I think it was. Anyway, you know, especially in the second half, he looked a bit shaky in the first half at some points, but especially in the second half, he looked like he settled in now. You know, he felt more confident and he played out of his skin. So many, you know, crucial blocks. So many times where he was just positioned in the perfect way to just run, you know, around the defender, clear the ball. You know, just perfect, just a perfect display in the second half, in my opinion. And also Timur Bakayoko, I have to mention him. You know, considering he was rushed back to just be able to even play that game. He looked good, you know, he played the full 90 minutes. We weren't even sure whether he would be able to be in the squad, let alone start. And, you know, let alone play the full 90 minutes. And he did it. And he did it, you know, not perfectly. But he was good in my opinion. You know, he put some solid tackles in there. He was strong. He looked really strong. Fair enough, he gave a few too many fouls away. He didn't make a mistake, like a proper mistake to what I saw anyway. And someone else I have to mention is Willian. Well before the 69th minute, he was god-awful. Absolutely awful. Like, I couldn't believe my own eyes when I saw, like, he couldn't control the ball. He couldn't pass the ball. He took too long with every ball pass. You know, like, talk about the, you know, would have been Morata chance. But basically, after that, you know, after he messed up for the Morata chance, 10 minutes from then until he got subbed off, you know, when he hit the post as well, he was really good suddenly. I don't know what happened with him. You know, he was driving the ball forward, creating space, creating chances, obviously hit the post as well. But yeah, before that, don't even talk about him. And Batshuayi, mate, if you're watching, don't know if you are, but if you are, Michy, you should write a thank you letter to Alonso. Because if he didn't score that second goal, you would have been absolutely slated. By myself, still kind of got slated, but my word, a lot of people would have slated you, mate. So be thankful to Alonso. Write him a thank you letter right now. Are you as happy as I am? I mean, I got my prediction right, fair enough, but I didn't really expect that, especially when we conceded so late on. You know, conceded the equaliser in the 82nd minute. It just reminded me of like, we're gonna bottle it even more. We're gonna lose. What we're doing, you know. But we did it. You know, it wasn't a great performance overall. It was a great defensive performance, but we didn't play nice football. We definitely didn't. We sat back. We did what we had to do. We got unlucky, and Batshuayi was a bit stupid to score that on goal. But, you know, we defended really well. Tottenham, bar Kane hitting the post, never really got very, very close to scoring. So we did really well defensively. And Spurs is they scored the most goals last season. So it's one of the best attacking lineups in the league, if not the best, you know, arguably. So we did very well. Obviously, once players like Eden Hazard are back, obviously once Pedro is fit to start a game, and, you know, Fabregas is back, you know, Cahill wasn't also missed today. But, you know, once those players are back, we're going to start playing nicer football again, even against better teams, you know, against the top 6 teams. But, you know, we did what we had to do, and we won. You know, we took that chance that I talked about in the preview. Tottenham not being used to playing at Wembley. And like I said, it was probably a lot better to play them now, even with not having a full squad like we do right now, than playing them in April when they're completely used to playing at Wembley. And it worked wonders for us. It absolutely worked wonders. So now, that's it from me. Leave me all of your thoughts down in the comment section below. You know, how good was that free kick by Alonso? Absolutely incredible. Who were the standout players for you? Do you have anyone you want to criticise in particular? I don't think anyone but William before the 69th minute was really bad. Because like I said, you know, basically all the other players were mainly had defensive duties. Even Morata he barely got into their half. And when he did all right. Not great. Obviously, he missed a chance early on, but otherwise, I think he did all right, considering he isn't at full fitness either, and, you know, he didn't have any support, like none. So it's difficult for a striker to play up front against some of the best centre-backs in the league completely on your own. But yeah, leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Leave a like if you're happy that we beat Tottenham. You know, we always love to beat Tottenham. And, you know, let's get the season on track. Let's hope we can sign some players before the end of the window. And let's do another miracle. Why not? Why the hell not? Subscribe if you haven't already. Massively do appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching. Up the Chelsea. Come on the Chelsea. And I'll see you next time.